Hi everyone. Today we're going to be looking at the back of PR5. We're going to be talking about working backwards with percent problems. So in front of you right now on PR5 is a problem. Alicia purchased an item on sale, 10% off for $36. What was the original price of the item? Well, in a problem like this, I already know what the sale price is, and I know what the percent off, but what I don't know is the original price. So we're going to set these up like an equation. First of all, I know it was a sale, so I'm going to do 100 minus 10, which equals 90%. I'm going to then move my decimal point 2 places, so it'll be 0.9. Now, I know that when I work with percent equations, I take the percent times the original number, and that's what I don't know, but I do know that it's going to equal $36. Well, this is multiplication, and you know that in a multiplication equation, the inverse is to divide, so I'm simply going to divide both sides by 0.9. When I divide both sides by 0.9, I am going to find out that 36 divided by 0.9 is equal to 40. So the original price of this item is $40. So when working backwards through problems, we have to use inverse operations. Those are operations that are opposite. Normally, we multiply price by percent to find the markup or markdown, but in order to find the original price, we are going to divide. So let's see how this looks with some more examples. And here again, all of these problems are going to be looking for the original cost. So anytime your question says, what is the original cost, you know that you're going to have to divide. After 6% tax, a new pocketbook cost Sarah $27.55. What was the original cost of the pocketbook? Well, remember that a tax is an increase. So the first thing I want to do is add 6% to 100, which is going to give me 106%. I'm then going to move that decimal point 2 places so that I can multiply. Remember that I multiply percent times the original. Well, I don't know what the original is, so I'm going to let n represent the original, but I do know that she bought it for $27.55. Again, use inverse operations. I'm going to divide both sides by 1.06, and I'm going to find out that the cost of that purse or pocketbook was $25.99. Okay. And that's all it is to working backwards. Instead of multiplying percent times original number, I'm going to divide the total by the percent. All right, let's keep going. Problem number 2. Carter bought a Captain Hook boat on sale for 25% off. It was $28.50. What was the original price of the boat? Remember that a sale means that I need to subtract. So 100 minus 25 is 75, and these are percents. I'm going to move that decimal point 2 places. I don't know what the original cost is, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use n to represent the original cost. 0.75 times n equals the total, so $28.50. My inverse operation is division, and when I get done dividing, I see that the original cost is $38. So he paid, or the original cost was $38. It cost Isabel $20.14 for a Barbie doll after 6% sales tax. What was the original price of the Barbie doll? Well, here again, percent has to be added, so that will give me 106%. Move the decimal point 2 places. 1.06 times n, because n is going to represent the original number. It equals the total cost. The inverse of multiplying is dividing. So I'm going to divide both sides by 1.06. And when I do that, I find out that the original cost is $19. And then finally, number 4. After my 20% teacher discount, a new desk cost me $68. What is the original price of the desk? Here again, it's a discount. So 100 minus 20 is 80. Move the decimal point 2 places. 0.8 times n, which is the original cost, equals $68. Divide both sides by 0.8, and the original price of that desk was $85. Okay. Again, working backwards, determine whether it's a percent of increase or percent of decrease. So add or subtract from 100. Move the decimal point. You're going to multiply the percent by the original price, which is unknown, so n, and it will be equal to the cost. Make sure that you fill in your Google form. Make sure that you bring any questions you have to class with you tomorrow.